Welcome back, 10:01, Tuesday morning, Alton Main Street. We were just talking about tsunami is the proper term.
Here comes event season. Yes, sir.
Sarah, how's life treating you?
Pretty good, actually.
Well, honestly, it's so cool because we've been having so many people that are, vendors at the farmers market that are just kind of gearing up, and to hear their preparations is really exciting, too.
It really is. It sounds cliche, but we really are a big family down there. We miss each other in the off season so much. So during the whole month leading up to it, the emails or messages are all flying. Everybody's really excited, making new products for the year, and it's just really a cool thing.
Well, you guys developed something really special, though, down there on the riverfront. For real, though, when it comes to the Artisan and Farmers Market, I mean, that's really become such a big one around the region.
Well, thanks so much. Yeah, we maxed out at, I think, 163 vendors on a Saturday last year, which is the biggest it's ever been. When we, I've been around for 19 years now, and when we first, got going, it was just, maybe 10 vendors in a tiny little parking lot, and we kept outgrowing the space we were in over and over and moving to a bigger location. And now we're about in the biggest parking lot in the entire district, and we are filling that up too. So
it's really cool. And that's such a great look, though, in the morning when you're getting in and out of Alton and making your trips in the summer. And it's really just a great thing. And what I like is how you vet your vendors too, because no matter what, I mean, everyone that's coming in is really just the perfect fit for what your guys' mission is.
Yeah, we are truly a farmers and artisans market. Everything sold has to be handmade or homegrown by the person operating the booth. So no reselling or wholesaling. It's all, you get to talk to the person who made or grew exactly what you're buying.
And also, you guys have your free, fresh, and new logo, which is awesome.
Thank you so much. That was, people hear like rebranding and strategic planning and they think it sounds boring. But my gosh, it was fun for me. I absolutely loved it.
So there was a lot of touches to all of the districts really incorporated into the thought of this.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a couple of great graphic designers on our board of directors, which really led the whole process. So thanks to Lisa and Jacob for guiding us through this whole thing. But they did such a good job of, really understanding the culture of the district. And we really love the way it turned out.
It really is cool. And, when does the farmers market start?
We always get going on Mother's Day weekend. So that is Saturday, May 10th this year, this weekend.
Okay. All right, we're moving. It's wild to me. It's Easter being pushed back as late as it was, I think, threw off my summer vibe already.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, and there's a lot of really good stuff planned within the farmers market. I know you do like the dog carnival once a year and have really cool specialty events. When you kick it off, what's it look like?
Yeah, we've got something special going on each week of the 24-week season.
Wow.
And on Mother's Day weekend, you can come down and make a DIY letterpress Mother's Day card for your mom.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know about your mom, but my mom would rather have a homemade card than anything else, any other gift on the planet. So come down that morning and you can make one for free right there at our information booth. And we've also got live music from the Alton High School Jazz Combo. So that'll be cool.
They're really good. They are really good. Have you heard? They were at the Jazz and Wine Festival playing last year. It was awesome.
Very cool.
Kind of made me jealous.
Young kids are talented.
Yeah, made me jealous though. So every Saturday it's 8 to noon.
8 a.m. until noon every Saturday through October 18th.
And what are some of the FAQs when it comes to parking? Because I mean, jokes aside, you guys have really become such a prominent place to be. It seems like parking could be challenging for folks, or maybe for folks that have never gone before.
Yeah, well, it is a little bit at a premium. But like I said, we're at the biggest parking lot in the district. So at this point, it is what it is. I would recommend get there early for sure, or always just take another loop around. Somebody's always coming and going. People are only there for a half hour to an hour, so they're always turning over real quickly. But honestly, we have a lot of people now that are starting to park across Henry, where Great Central Lumber is, and even down at the amphitheater parking lots. It's a nice stroll, right there, walk on the riverfront, and as long as you're not carrying a huge watermelon or something like that, just carry your bags back to your car.
Or you get a wagon.
That has definitely been a key for a lot of people, especially if you have kids or dogs. I have a lot of people that just pull all of their gear right in.
Do they really?
Yes. A lot of people, too, from the Middletown area are just walking across the pedestrian bridge and coming down to visit.
See, now that's what I would do. Yeah. That's exactly what I would do, is do the pedestrian bridge and walk on back. Now, when it comes to going in, you guys tank leak, don't you?
We what?
Do you take link at the farmers market?
Oh, yeah, we sure
That's
do.
what I wanted to make sure of. And then, is there any other just kind of FAQs for the public to know about that we need to refresh them on before we start talking about specialty days?
Well, definitely, we would love to get the word out more about the link and SNAP that's formerly known as food stamps.
Yeah.
It is a big deal. Yeah, we've accepted SNAP for, about 15 years now. Mm-hmm. And for about the past 10 years, we've gotten a grant to double the buying power of SNAP dollars. So all you have to do is come down to the info booth and swipe your card. Let us know how much you would like to spend. If you say, I probably want to spend about, $50 today, you swipe 25 and we give you 50 off of your benefits. So yeah, it's a really great program to get, fresh, healthy food on people's plates.
Well, and it's really such a need too, because, that healthy option seems like such a far stretch away for so many people. So to have that is it's really nice.
Oh, absolutely. When people's grocery budget is stretched, usually the first thing that gets cut is fresh fruits and veggies. Yeah. So we would like to change that.
Schnooks is getting ready to add Rocket mortgage lines to all the checkouts, so that way you can refinance on the way.
Oh my gosh.
So, with that being said, one of my favorite events, which I am now calling a staple event, is the pub crawl.
Oh,
I am telling you, it's so full, and I think it's so cool to see all the folks out there with their dogs, and it seems like every one of them, all the dogs act better than the people.
Oh gosh, yeah, we have some well-behaved dogs down there for sure. That actually came out of a public survey that we did about 5 years ago.
Really?
People were mentioning over and over in their responses that they would like more things to go do out on the town with their pets. And that is how two of our events came to be. The Pup Crawl, that's happening on May 31st this year. We've got, I believe, 18 or 19 stops where you can go and take your pet around, all pet-friendly patios. And also, we have a regular traditional pub crawl route with about 10 different taverns and bars and restaurants. But we also have a family-friendly route because we have a half a dozen different retailers and Jacoby Art Center and RiverBend Yoga. All of these establishments are opening their doors to pets that day. So you can start at the farmers market and take the whole family and your fuzzy friend all around the district to visit all these stops. And then we've also got the Canine Carnival that happens at the farmers market.
Is that the same day?
That is going to be on October 4th.
That's what
I
thought it was in the fall.
Yeah, we try to get them on the beginning and end of the season so it's not too hot outside for the dog paws on the concrete and everything,
Really cool. I love the Jacoby's just right down the road now.
Oh, it is so cool to have them move to the 3rd and State area. Yeah, they're really bringing a lot of life to the district already, and they haven't even officially gotten their doors open yet. The buzz is real.
Have you been inside yet to take a look?
I've been peeking in the windows almost every day. It is amazing the transformation they've made in there.
Well, and now, it really does something to really tie in this district a little bit more. I mean, I love Jacoby obviously being in their spot, but it's really nice to have them right here down the road. Maybe it's because I'm, selfish. I don't know.
It's a stone's throw from you now, right?
No, whenever you're going through the setup of this, even though you guys are a well-oiled machine and you have a great board and volunteers and the whole 9 yards and staff, what do you guys kind of do prep-wise as you're in that kind of calm before the storm? Because once you hit go, you guys don't stop,
That is very true. Yeah, preseason is very important. We are a very organized, well-run machine. We love our spreadsheets, and we do have a whole fleet of volunteers who are helping us with all the footwork that needs to happen leading up to it. But yeah, vendor placement is where we're at right now. Farmer Bob is actually meeting me up in my office right after this to finalize the map of where every vendor should be, so we'll be able to post that before the weekend. So yeah, a lot of background, not the exciting stuff that happens behind the scenes. It's our job to make it look like it is easy breezy and effortless when it happens.
Well, and see, what I think so cool though is you always do, I mean, no matter what, because it is hard to put on events like this when you're bringing all these different folks in together, but when it goes off, it always seems like you never really have a hiccup. Everyone just seems to have a really good time. And I mean, just like coming down the pipeline in June is the start of night markets again.
Yes, absolutely. We are just really good at pivoting. We just roll with it. Whatever happens, we are able to figure it out. We have enough connections anymore that, if things always arise, please don't get me wrong, but when something arises, we know how to figure it out in a jiff. So.
Just like, the new spot.
Yes, we are so excited about the new home of the
Man, I'm getting all the love. You're right across the street now.
No kidding. Yeah, this is really going to be an epicenter of all the activity this summer, so we're super excited about it.
I love it, though, because night market really is one of my favorite things that you all do. I mean, it's so cool to hear the music and have the vendors, and just the aesthetic of being in downtown at night and everyone kind of coming together with their families is such a cool thing.
For sure, and this is a good opportunity to, recognize and remind everyone that we don't throw throw these events and these parties just for the sake of partying.
Right.
We do these events to bring people into the downtown establishments. So right now we are talking to all of the restaurants and retailers. A lot of the shops are going to extend their hours on Thursday night and stay open all evening while night market is going. So we're going to be heavily promoting that. So yeah, it's just a great opportunity for us to just, have everybody rediscover downtown. Everybody usually has their favorite spot or two, but this is a perfect opportunity to check out the live music, check out all the artist booths, and make your round all the way around the 3rd and State area.
Well, and too, there's a lot of new downtown and a lot of updates and a lot of different things for folks that maybe haven't gone for a year or two.
That is so true. There's more retail every time I turn around. We've got new art galleries opening, clothes, kitchen stuff, juicery. There's all kinds of wonderful new stuff happening downtown.
I don't own the juucery, by the way. I've been...
Do you plug them a lot? Yeah, CJ's is great.
CJ's is really
I bet you do get confused on that quite a bit.
Now, night market, when are they?
It's every Thursday night in June and July.
Wow.
We are going to take the 3rd off since that is the big fireworks extravaganza and everybody wants to be doing that with their friends and family. But it's 4 weeks in June and 4 weeks in July. Our live music schedule is on our website, so make sure to check out downtownalton.com/events, and that will tell you the dates and all the details for everything we're doing.
Well, and another thing that is so important is, like you said, you don't just put on parties and events for the public, you do things for the business owners too, like coming up as this e-commerce and marketing workshop.
Yeah, absolutely. We've really been trying to figure out how to, tap into the people who are getting it right and who are really skilled, and so they can mentor other businesses that are up and coming to help them. That is really the heart of what Main Street does. People don't really click all the time that, like the markets that we do. Each one of those tents is a small business.
Right.
We are looking to help them take their next step, whether that's to get into consigning somewhere or a cooperative arrangement somewhere, or eventually graduate to brick and mortar themselves. So, we have Madeline from Cocoa and Oak, who was an online retailer for, I think, 6 years before she even went brick and mortar. And she's got a wealth of experience. And she said, sure, I know about all the online shopping platforms. If anybody wants to get into e-commerce, let's just set something up so I can show them the ropes. So that is really generous of her to share her wisdom like that.
I love this. This is May the 13th, June 10th, and July the 8th, all at 5:30 p.m. And it's right at Cocoa and Oak, which is right next to Russ at Bossa Nova and Mac, and really becoming a nice corridor again. That's awesome.
Yep, we're excited.
What else is coming down the pipeline?
What else? Oh, we have our big car show coming up.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Sunday, June 8th this year. We're going to have that's the one day of the year anymore that we actually shut the street down to traffic. Yeah. So we're going to have the car show going from 8 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon. We have been attracting over 200 classic cars, hot rods, motorcycles every year.
Every bit of that.
Yeah, this year we actually requested to use Sugar Alley as well, where we're having night market for some of the spillover cars, because we would really hate to turn anyone away. A lot of people drive in from states away to come to this car show.
Are you serious?
So, yes, absolutely. Wow. We take everyone's registration info, and people are coming from Kentucky, Indiana, all over the place.
That's awesome. See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, people go on a circuit to these car shows, and that's kind of like their life. Some of these retirees, they just hit a whole circuit of them and then, make a loop and go back home. So it's really cool to have everybody come back together at the car show every year. And so we've got live music at that one from the Outlaw Opry. We've got a pinup contest, all kinds of great, vendors and food and things like that as well. So come out for the cars and stick around for all the rest of the fun.
Well, and also What's Up Downtown will be May 20th this year. This month and year, I guess, at the RiverBender building, and really just a great way for the public to get information too.
Absolutely. If you've never checked out What's Up Downtown, make a point to do that. It's just the energy in the room is on 11. It's everybody making great announcements, news, people sharing stuff right from the horse's mouth, so you don't have to read it second or third hand or hear it through the grapevine. It's the person that's doing it up there on stage telling you about what's happening, and great opportunity for people to just meet one another and network. We have a lot of downtown enthusiasts in this town.
Well, and honestly, it's just really cool to see the Main Street District thriving, and then really just some of the cooperation and collaboration you're doing with so many folks, around the Riverbend region at large too, and it just keeps growing and growing.
That is the exact thing that kind of came out of all of our strategic planning that we did over the summer, is we would like to really settle into that role of being the convener.
Yeah.
We bring people together in social situations, in business situations, mentor relationships. I mean, that is really what we do, is we like to be the lightning rod that just kind of attracts everyone together.
Really cool. Sarah, thanks for stopping by, and please stop by before the next events start, because we got a lot more to talk about still.
Very true. Thank you for the coverage. We appreciate it.
Not a problem. 10:15, little bit of change. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back with more Daily Show right after this on RiverBender.